let's talk about the band name, the Kryss Talmeth Experience. What should we not call it?
So the Crystal-meth Experience.
I didn't get the pun of the name until I'd been in the band for about 6 months. And someone at a gig came up to me, and I think they were Spanish, and they were like, "Oh, you're in that Crystal-meth band?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck, so I am."
do a massive wink to camera. Today we have Kozmik of the Kryss Talemth Experience. Give us a little background about yourself, what you play in the band.
I play guitar and sing. There's points where I'll like crack out the djembe on stage, and me and Matt will have a kind of drum jam while Mark's playing the bass.
Yeah, my name's Mark and I play the bass. A wee bit of backing vocals as well, but I keep that to a minimum. So.
I have heard that you do some singing. There was talk from Craig about doing some vocals, some backing vocals on the album.
I think he's got a plan for this one, so we'll need to try and squeeze that in actually when we get that done. So. But I've got one line in the first album and I'm going to have a line in this album, that's about it.
My name's Matt. I play drums.
Excellent. And what's your last name, Matt?
Curtis.
Curtis.
Curtis, yeah.
It's quite a good musician name. I quite
Matt
like
Curtis,
that.
do you
Matt
think?
Curtis, yeah.
There's quite a few. What was the one I always used to get called Jamie Lee by my Australian maths teacher at school. It's like, "Oh, Jamie Lee, late again, are you?" That kind of vibe.
Fuck you.
My real life heroes. What, musically or generally?
Anything.
It's quite a hard question, isn't it?
Rory Gallagher was like first and foremost there, because like weirdly it didn't really. It was just like it being in my head from when I was growing up. Like my old man always had. It was like Rory Gallagher, Roxy music, like Led Zeppelin 2.
So John Paul Jones for me is like the understated bass player in it. It's that kind of thing if everyone knows about everyone else, but him and Bonham especially were the driving force, and then it's the same with Black
Sabbath. In the things, it was like these were just kind of when we were driving around, we're on, and it's just that thing with that kind of bluesy guitar tone. For me anyway, it's just that sort of expression thing. So it's just, it kind of takes hold of you.
Just getting filled.
Yeah, oh God, I'm so terrible at playing music. Why? Now let's get a shot.
fucking clap.
I can big up Nicola Sturgeon. When she resigned, me and my partner sat and went through everything she's done in terms of her like working career, and we're like, wow, what a fucking real politician. What a real person.
Especially with the mega ramp stuff, like I don't think people thought you could take skateboarding any further than where it was in terms of obviously big half pipes and Tony Hawk doing the 900, and I think everyone thought there was a limit to this as a top, and then took that whole mega ramp thing to a whole different level altogether, and half pipe skating as well. It's amazing to watch, it really is. So, but he's a good one.
I'm trying to think of other real life heroes now. I really like Patrick Stewart, just for his vibe.
You breathing? Let him bleed. This will be over soon, gentlemen.
That's why I like rock stuff, that's kind of why, because it's people are really helpful and friendly in the rock community, but it's also meant to be kind of down and dirty and a bit sleazy and late night and stuff, so I kind of like that side of it. I think Jump in the River for me again is really got that groove. That was an important thing because we've played that a lot, writing it and coming up with the riffs and stuff, and we're all doing a lot of different things in that song from each other. It's not that kind of cohesive big chorus together, big verses. It is quite individual, that song, so the fact we've managed to pull it together and make it sound like it's supposed to, as well with the changes, because it does a lot of kind of timing changes in that song. It switches from 3 to 4, so I quite like songs that do that.
To dance with the spirit of
It's basically about the joy of like, it's, you know the feeling when you hear like just your jams come on, you know what I mean? Like, or you're at a live gig and it's just like the sound's perfect, like everyone's like having a great time, and it's just like you just feel totally free. Like, you know what I mean? It's like whether you just want to nod your head or you want to dance, or you want to be an idiot like me and go all about the place. Like just that feeling of joy of just not feeling in any way like self-conscious about yourself.
That's a tune that gets people dancing when we play it live. We've been playing that song since COVID, so that's a lot of people really like that one when we play it at gigs and stuff. So me and Craig have both got a love for that kind of Jimi Hendrix sort of E7 chord. We just love like messing about with those kind of chords in that area of the guitar.
I mean, you mentioned Jimi Hendrix a couple of times. What's my favourite Jimi Hendrix song?
Ooh. Crosstown Traffic.
I'm gonna guess my favourite, which is Hear My Train A-Coming off the Blues album.
Foxy Lady?
Spanish Castle Magic.
Oh, unbelievable song, man. It's a great choice.
let that flame inside shine on through. Don't let nobody tell you no what it is you should do. 'Cause you're free, yeah.
As I think we've discussed several times, like I love being Scottish. I think it's a total privilege to be a Scot. Like our land is beautiful, and like most of the folk are really sound and class, and there is not, like we were saying about travelling. I have never been to a place where you go there and they ask you where you're from and you say you're Scottish and it's bad news.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's, you know, there's no, like hardly other country in the world that can do that.
I actually moved to Scotland on the day of the referendum.
Oh,
Coincidentally.
nice.
Yeah, so it was an interesting time to move.
For me, the thing that reminds me most about Scotland is like, you know, when you're driving up north and then you get to a point where you're literally like, you're in the car and you can't get further because there's just rakes of muckle stags crossing the road. And it's like, it's when you know you're sort of leaving the civilization part of Scotland and going into the where unicorns come from part of Scotland.
Partner's Scottish, grew up on the west coast. Half of my family's Scottish and are from Ayr. But I still, you know, I don't feel that Scottish.
Well, I mean,
Because I haven't grown up here, you know, but I live here and I feel like part of communities that are here. But you know, one of the things I like about Scotland, and same thing I like about Wales, and the same thing I like about Ireland, that's quite different to England, is I feel like culture and historical identity is very like present.
yeah.
And people are proud of that in a good way.
Do either of you snore? I think we both. A wee bit. Like you more like you don't so much snore. You more go like.
Nah. What?
Okay.
Really? Same when I'm falling asleep. When I start drifting, I'm always
Yeah, I thought like it was.
Jesus.
I was like, fucking someone's done. Oh no, cool. It's just Mark.
I said fucking.
It's like a fucking
I
puppy
say-
going to sleep.
Yeah, I twitch loads when I'm falling asleep. Just like spaz out. I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? It's not even Christmas. She was like, what? I was like, you're fucking right, it's not. Shut up.
Obviously, that's the one where there's, yeah.
The thing about that is I would actually, I don't know, because Pleasure Monkey's going to probably come straight in after it, at least.
Yeah, not have a
Like
ding,
live.
aye.
So just have it fade down. So I was going to fade the song up,
So when Craig's doing that riff at the beginning, the idea is to
Oh, right,
the
I see.
volume up
So it
slowly.
would sort of, like, as it's kind of just kind of
just to tail it off a wee bit, and then all of a sudden just have the...
Well, like, there's the pause before we hit the hit. So, you know, there's like... We can just put it straight, yeah, rather than like pretty much where the hit is.
Yeah. We could have that being the kind of.
But yeah, that sounded alright.
Sounded really good.
I fucking love the ending. I love that like meltdown thing. I love doing it on stage.
Yeah.
Now we're on down.
I usually kick my cymbals.
You indeed usually